Hello, hello. Today I want to journal in my blue journal. This is the first journal I made and I call it Azul, which is blue in Spanish. And in this journal, everything I put inside, it has a little bit of blue. And I recently came back from vacation on the beach and I brought a little bit of the beach with me and I put it in a jar. But I also want to put a little bit of the beach in this journal. And I have here a little bit of sand and a little bit of shells. And I have an idea of what I want to do with it. So let's get started. So I had already made a prototype of what I want to do. So I made this tag using junk mail envelope, one of those window envelopes. So my idea is to use this window to put inside a little bit of the beach. And so to test whether this was possible, I put some beads and some paper, pieces of papers that come out of my hole punch. And I made this little tag with a window pocket kind of thing. And so I have also this page. I bought this sticker. This is a vinyl sticker. I bought it at the beach. And I don't know if you can see, but I use that method that I use with the kitchen plastic wrap and the watercolor pens that I just put everywhere, and then you got those watercolors spots, splatters everywhere that I really like. So I did that, and I put some washi tape because there was some writing on this piece of paper here. If you haven't watched the video where I show, I think it's one of my first videos on journals, I used a lot of junk mail and other sorts of trash to make this junk journal. So a lot of them have some writing that I cover it, but it's just basically, this is nothing new was used to make this journal basically. And so on this page, I want to leave it for writing because really the beach is my happy place. I don't get to go often, and we had great time, and it was a great vacation. So I want to write about that in here. But here in this page, I want to make a pocket and then put our the tag we're gonna make today with the sand. Let's see if it works. Okay, so first we need an envelope, and I'm actually gonna use the previous one I made. Shouldn't put this away. Where is it? Here as my template. I'm just gonna trace this. Make sure when you do this that your envelope is open like this. You could cut this flap off if you want. I'm not gonna cut it because I'm gonna trace it and then I'm gonna trim it. It's gonna be okay. I'm just gonna try to line this up a little bit, and I'm gonna grab a pencil. So I'm not going to trace the corners because those I'm going to cut with my corner punch. So I'm not gonna worry about the corners. I'm gonna just do a straight line. Okay, so that's what it is. If you care about the measurements, I think I left like 2 centimeters or about 2 centimeters on each side. Yeah, it's 2 centimeters on each side, which would be like almost an inch. I don't know, what is that? Tell me, what is that? I don't know. It's 3/4 of an inch. I don't know. So to do this, you can use your scissors. I'm actually gonna use my paper trimmer because I don't trust my scissor cutting skills. If it ends up being a little bit longer, it's really, well, that's a little bit longer, but that's not a problem. I would probably have to erase that I want to align this. There we go. So let's try to get that bottom piece. Let's see if I can. Okay. There we have our tag, the beginning of our tag. I'm not gonna bother opening this side because I'm actually gonna use this opening on the top to fill it up. So what we're gonna do now is to make sure that I glue. So if I show you, inside you have this plastic, the plastic window. So you have, it has something in there. So it has plastic around it. So you want to use a glue that's gonna stick to plastic and paper. And because the sand, it's really fine. With the beads, you know, it's not such a big of a problem because the beads are big and they're not gonna come out very easily. But I need to seal this very, very well. So I'm gonna use our glitter glue. I think I'm gonna put a lot of glue. And the idea is to make sure that it's sealed as close as to the window as possible. So we'll do that part first and then we'll glue the rest. At this point, I'm leaving the top open because I want to fill it up. So I'm just gonna go very close to the window and leave that top or bottom. I think that was the bottom, but it doesn't matter if it's the top or the bottom. So, oops. Oh no, okay. I put some glue in the top as well. I was trying to look at my camera to see if you were actually seeing what I was doing, and then I got distracted and I kept putting glue in it. But it's okay. We don't need a big opening for the glue. I mean, to be able to fill it up because everything I'm putting inside, it's very small. So we have an opening there. So we're gonna wait a little bit for this to dry. In the meantime, while it's drying, I'm gonna do the washi tape border. I like this because it kind of gives a frame to the window, and it adds, you know, to our decoration. If you do this, you can obviously decorate it in any way you want. You know, I'm in a blue face. Well, I'm not in a blue face. Blue is my favorite color, but I am in an ocean face, and so everything's gonna be ocean related. So I'm gonna use I guess I'm gonna use the same washi tape. These are starfish, so we're gonna use the starfish. Really like it, and I'm gonna add a little bit of extra glue to the washi tape. I want to be kind of precise with this measurement. Kind of. I basically want it to be like this one, where everything kind of fit. I've made another envelope with a window that I put washi tape around it, and my borders were kind of crooked, so I made a video about it. It looked nice in the end, but I want to kind of try to make it more precise this time. Okay, I think I'm gonna speed this process up because I'm just gonna be gluing some washi tape. You don't need to see that. Okay, so here you see this is what I didn't want to happen. I want the corners to overlap because I put glue. It's gonna be hard to remove now, the washi tape. So I'm gonna try to remove it very carefully and reapply in a way that it's okay. That the corners are going to overlap so that we have like a square a square frame. There you go. So that means that here I'm probably gonna have to put a little bit more of washi tape, but that's fine. Okay, like so. And make sure that the next piece of washi tape I cut, it's long enough to overlap all the corners and make it square. So I'm gonna try to overlap one of them first and see how the other end it's gonna look like, and if I need to add more washi tape or if I need to cut something. I'm gonna need to cut the tiniest bit. Okay, there we have the washi tape frame. If you notice, I chose this envelope with the blue background. Okay, I didn't mention this, but you probably know that the security envelopes for bills or junk mail, they all have patterns inside, and I love these patterns. They're all beautiful and very nice to use as background. And I picked this one in particular that has a blue pattern because it's gonna go with my beach theme. So we have that. I'll do the rest of the decoration at the end. I just wanted to make sure that my glue was in there. Okay, so you can see that this is really tight now. I think most of the envelope is sealed on the edges, and we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go for it. Okay, this is gonna be messy, but let's see. Let's see how we do it. I'm gonna use a paper towel in here so that if I get any sand on my mat or my table on my desk, I can actually remove the paper towel and not, have to bring my vacuum cleaner. I have a spoon here. I'm gonna try by adding a little bit of sand. I might not use all of it. You can see. And so we can add. Oh, there was a small shell in there. Oh, I'm so excited about this. This is like sensory play for kids, but it's really cool. Oh, I love it. And then it makes a sound. So happy. I'm so happy it's working. So then I'm gonna put these shells. Let's see if the shells can go in the right orientation so we can actually see them. These are very tiny shells that I picked from the beach. I like to just spend time and collect seashells. This one's really pretty because it has a purple shade. So let's see. Oop, go in there. And do you see? This is sealed. It's not leaking and it's staying in there. I'm so happy. I'm gonna try to add these last two seashells. I think that's the right amount of sand. Oh, I have 3, but maybe just 2 because I don't want it to be too chunky or too or this to raise too much, because I honestly don't know if the plastic window is going to resist the rubbing with the sand and with the seashells. It's not a soft material. I don't want it to break eventually. Oh my god, when it's like that, it actually looks like, the sand at the beach with the seashells on top. You see that? Okay, I'm happy with that. I still have some left, but I think this is enough for that. And most importantly, I didn't make a mess. I mean, there are some tiny grains of sand, but I didn't make a mess. Okay, that's exciting. So now we're gonna seal the rest, and I'll probably do this off camera, and I'll be back. Okay, so I sealed the top. I put more art glitter glue, but also because at the beginning, I only put glue in the part that it's very close to the window. I didn't add farther away. I'm gonna go ahead and glue all of this part, and make sure the corners are very nicely glued. And so let's do a final check that I don't know how I'm showing this. Okay, you see, nothing is falling on any side. It's all perfectly glued. See, I don't want, so this one you have to be gentle and not push the plastic window, otherwise you're gonna make holes with the little grains of sand. And you know, there's some salt in there, so the crystals are harder and they can start, or they're tiny rocks, but they look like crystals, right? Like a salt crystal or something, or a tiny rock. And those would start perforating the plastic portion of this. Sorry. I'm really happy with this. And so be careful if you do this. Be careful, don't push it, because you may break it and then your sand's gonna come out. But we're trying not to. So now, I don't know what was my top. I think I'm gonna leave this as my top because I have more space in there, like in this one. And I'm gonna back it with some cardstock. This is a gray cardstock that I coffee dyed. Yes, I finally got to coffee dye some papers, and I'm working on a little project where I used a lot of the coffee dyed papers that I hope to show you soon. And so I'm very excited. I don't know, the paper is gray, the cardstock it's gray, so the dye, the staining with the coffee, it's weird. But I have like some nice patterns in there. So I'm gonna I already used some of it for this, so you can see this one. So I'm gonna use this other side. So I want that, this is darker, so I'm gonna use that as my my background. I'm gonna leave a little bit of space between that. And I'm gonna use again my art glitter glue. This is something that I learned from all the other creators on YouTube about this glue. Before, I was using a lot of school glue and I'm having a lot of trouble. And then when I discovered this one and I finally ordered it, it's life-changing, guys. This glue is life-changing. And this one came in with a tiny bottle. I have the big one in here. I mean, life-changing. It's not gonna be life-changing, but it does make a lot of things easier, especially when you're working with harder materials. It's really nice to have it. It is expensive, but you don't use it a lot. So here again, I have to be very careful not to press on the window a lot, because otherwise I am going to break that plastic part of the window. Okay, it's mostly dry, and I'm gonna go ahead with my knife and just cut it. I pushed by accident and I broke a shell. No, and I think I made a hole. No, I didn't make a hole. You know, if you think you made holes, you can put some tape on top, clear tape. Okay, here we have it. I don't think it's perfectly straight, but I think it's fine. Okay, so now I'm gonna round the corners. I'm gonna use the bigger, the 10 millimeter corner punch here. could also give, you know, the tag shape with the sharp corners, like this tag that I have here. You could also do that. But I wanted to do round corners. And I'm gonna go ahead and punch a hole right now. I have a crocodile now. This was a birthday present from my husband. I don't know, maybe I should do like a husband haul video where I show everything he has gotten me since I started journal making like 3-4 months ago. He's been great in buying me supplies. I'm not very good at buying stuff. I rather use trash. But there are some tools that are very, very useful, and he's great at giving me stuff. So maybe I should show you in a video everything he's gotten me. Okay, so for the hole, what I do is I roughly measure. I'm using my mat. If you don't see me, I'm in the corner looking at my centimeters. So this is like 7.5 centimeters. It's gonna be like 3.75 centimeters, the half. And then I'm using the 3/16 inches size. And I guess I'm gonna use whatever I have already in there. Whatever length, distance, that's what I meant. So I have my hole, and I'm gonna put an eyelet right away. Okay, there we have it. And so now I'm going to ink the edges with blue. Be right back. Some days I'm losing my mind. This was right in front of me and I couldn't see it. Okay, so here I'm gonna get my blue ink. So I'm gonna go around the edges first. It doesn't matter, like I'm being very rough with this. I'm not paying attention just to stay on the edges because I kind of want to also stain the white. I don't want this paper to be white. I'll go on the opposite direction to make also the cardstock a little bit blue. I guess I need more ink now. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna just go gently around in circles. I always do this too much because I think, especially with this color, I think this blue is very intense, but it's okay. It's good. It's for my blue journal, so we want it to be blue, right? At least I wanted it to be blue. I don't know what you want. You may not even like blue. What's your favorite color? For those of you who are watching, leave me a comment with your favorite color. I always like to know what color people like. Also, let me know in the comments if you would like to see a video where I show all the stuff that my husband has got me for this new journey that I started. Okay, so enough of inking, and now we're gonna decorate. I had my stickers here, but I guess I've been pushing them away while working on my surface. I don't know if I'm gonna use these ones. They are too big. So I kind of need smaller stickers to go in here. So let's see what we get. We have the bubbles, but this is a rose with, I keep calling this seaweed, but I think it's coral. But it's too big for that. If this ends up being too big, I think I'm just gonna use, oh, look at that, that's beautiful. But it's too big for this. It would need to, what if I do that? How does it look like? Trying to see in the camera. I actually really like it, even if it's gonna be on the plastic. Okay, I'm gonna fussy cut this a bit and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I think I need to update my supply of ocean theme stickers because this is all I have. I've used them all and that's not enough for my ocean needs. Finally, that took forever. Okay, I think that looks nice in there. And then let's do something else. This is too big. I don't want any other on the plastic. Could be this one, but this is too big. I wish I had a tiny seashell. But you know what I have with tiny seashells? I have washi tape. So I'll use the washi tape. You probably saw me using this on my last video. I think I just want to cut that seashell. I'm not gonna fussy cut it because it's gonna be... I guess you could fussy cut a little bit. I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm gonna try off camera. Okay, I'm now fussy cutting washi tape. But I wanted a seashell, and so I got one seashell in here. It's gonna go in there. I have this starfish that I'm going to fussy cut again. Okay, I tell you, it's not easy to fussy cut a star when your paper is sticky because it's not paper, it's washi tape. So, but it's okay. In the end, it doesn't even look bad because that's the magic of washi tape, I guess. Let's see what else we can get from here. I'm definitely gonna use one of these little bottles that I also used on my previous video. This is one of my favorite, washi tapes. I saved the pieces of washi tape and then I put them in my bullet journal. Okay, you also ended up cutting around that little bottle. Or it's more like a jar. This is more like a mason jar. Okay, I think that's all for stickers. I'm going to maybe do some stamps. Let's see how they look like. I have this, I have these stamps. And maybe some of them would be nice here, like this one. Let's see. These are beautiful. I'm gonna do it in black. I don't know if I might have moved the camera with my head. So that one looks nice. I already put one star. I have a star here. I have a jellyfish. Oh, I did get stung by jellyfish. That wasn't fun. To the jellyfish there. Maybe let's do the jellyfish there. To remember that I felt a lot of pain. Oh, that looks nice actually. And I don't know if I want to do something in here. Do I need something in there? Or do I just leave it? Maybe I'll just leave it. If I feel like I need something else later, I'll come back to it. But that's gonna be all for now. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some twine and maybe some ribbon and do the same thing I did here. Be right back. Okay, and this one I used this ribbon, but I think I want to use this very thin one on this one. So I'm gonna cut a little bit. Just do kind of the same length of twine. Oh my god. That's not what I wanted to do. I ended up cutting the ribbon, not the twine. And I'm gonna try to pass them both through that eyelet like this. Let's see if it works. Okay, I ended up using my twist. Oh no, twine. Go there, twine. Okay, there we go. And then we'll just do both of them at the same time. Let's see how this works. Well, it's not as long as I would have liked, but I think it's okay. I think I like it anyways. I wanted the twine to hang, and I like that this twine is falling apart, so it's gonna be messy. After all, it is a junk journal, and it might be blue, but it can also be very grungy, even if it's all blue. Okay, that's our tag. It's ready. You see here the coffee dyed cardstock, the sand. We have a sensory tag. I mean, this is great. And now I want to make a little pocket for my journal. Okay, so for the pocket, I want to use this paper that I got from Michaels. I showed you that on my first haul video. I haven't used it, honestly, because I'm saving it for, I want to do an ocean theme journal, and I've been saving this paper, but I'm gonna use one piece of it to make the pocket. I mean, I'm not gonna use this. This is a 12 by 12. I'm not gonna use the whole thing. I kind of want to use a section that's gonna look like the beach, you know, like this is a continuation of the sand, but I can see some of the water. So I was thinking on doing the edge, but I don't want it to be that high. Okay, here's my journal. And so I'm guessing, let's see, what do I want it to be? 7 centimeters high, tall. So 7 centimeters, what is it? It's 1, 2.5 maybe? 2.5 inches. So what does that mean in terms of my paper? It would mean that I need to cut it about here. And that's not enough. So what I'm gonna do is, oh, I need to measure the rest of the paper first. The rest of the page. I'm gonna make it 12.5. And so that's gonna be my width. So I'm gonna cut that first and then decide what's gonna be my height. So I'm cutting here. Okay, I'm gonna cut 3 centimeters off. So I'm obviously gonna save that for something else. And now I'm gonna cut my 7 centimeters. So it's get, you know, I get some water, some and some sand. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. I need to make something with this. This would be a beautiful color for a journal. Okay. So something else that my husband got me, it's circle punches. And so I'm gonna try to, I've never made this for my pockets before. Yeah, kind of center. There we go. That's cute. And obviously we're gonna put some blue ink all over. More, we need more ink. That was too much. Not that much. Okay. And we're gonna glue this on here. That was too much, but it's okay. Maybe the little notch that I made there, it's too big, but that's okay. It's my first time doing that. And so we're gonna glue 3 sides of this. I'm not doing a good job with being straight. I mean, with putting a straight line of of glue. That sounded weird. I go this way. Okay, and there we go. So we now have our pocket with a little bit of the beach inside, our tag, and yeah, and now I'm gonna leave all the space to write eventually, and I'm probably gonna try to write also on the back here without breaking the window. So this was fun. Thank you for journaling with me, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Bye.